What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Game Channel. My name's AJ Gels. How y'all doing? We are back with Persona 5. Gonna talk to An here, try and boost our confidant rank with her. What should I do? Maybe it won't hurt. I missed that bit of dialogue. And I need higher kindness. Okay, so I guess that's not gonna work. Jeez, even in video games, I'm not a very nice person. The kid's in there, blah, blah, blah. There we go.
Yo.
Dude, I really want to talk, or I guess more like vent. You want to grab some ramen? I'll show you my go-to place. It's kind of far, but it's totally worth the flavors out of this world. Anyways, it's in Ogikubo, so let's take the train over there.
All right.
Number of hangout spots in the city, such as shops, event venues, landmarks, and so on. Confidants will each have their own hangout spot that they like. If you go there with them, your bond will grow deeper than usual. You can find out about hangout spots by having confidants invite you there, or by reading about them in books. Try to find as many as you can. Oh, if it wasn't obvious, expect to see plenty of Persona this month, seeing that we have the Royal coming out at the... it's March 31st, yeah, wow, last day of the month. So I'm going to really try hammering this game out and try and finish it. So... I love the feeling of noodles sliding down my throat, sweat dripping off my face. I'm just gonna let that bit of dialogue go. This shit's the best, man. Ramen is life. Light soup like this really gets your body going again after a good run, you know? We used to come all the way out here after practice and... ugh, I guess it's all in the past. By the way, I've seen Nakaoka around a few times. But for some reason, one more time. But for some reason, it don't look like he's getting along with the others. Worried about him? Yeah, kinda. I've been thinking about what he said. How the whole track team was putting up with Kamoshida's shit. And how I effed it up for all of them. I think he was right. They don't even got a club room anymore, so they've been storing all their stuff behind the gym. They can't use any school gear either, so they just run laps around the block for practice. There ain't really a place for outcasts like that. I should know that better than anyone. It's good they're keeping their heads low now, though. I don't want them ending up like me. Oh yeah, we're both outcasts here, huh? It's probably tough just walking around school for you with all the rumors and shit. We really don't belong anywhere. But you know, maybe that ain't so bad after all. I guess now that I'm thinking about it, trying to fit in is a real pain in the ass. I mean, I'd never met you guys if I wasn't an outcast, right? So, it's all good. For real, though, it's been a shit ton of fun. Hanging out with you guys is so freaking cool. Punk talk. Change step in after shadow negotiation fails, allowing a retry. I just hope there's something I can do to help those track guys. Though it'd probably mess them up if I tried to butt in. Oh yeah, we still gotta find a new spot for our training. I'll think about it. No slacking off till then, okay?
See ya.
You know, as excited as I am for the Royal, I've been seeing the Phantom Strikers. Hey, that's the key to this place. You get to lock up from now on. I can't keep waiting for you to come home. Don't start any fires, okay? Yeah, I mean, I've been seeing stuff for the Phantom Strikers and everything down in Twitter. Do you want to go out now that we're allowed to? Oh, and come to think of it, shouldn't we stop by that airsoft shop and ask about that paper bag? I don't have the courage to do that at the moment. What was I talking about?
I can see it.
As if I care.
Oh right, I was talking about Phantom Strikers, that sort of Hyrule Warriors, Dynasty Warriors, Fire Emblem Heroes like game that they're making for Persona 5.
Oh.
Granted, though, I think so many... I feel like all these games that are getting released that are, you know, kind of like that... I don't know what to call them. Again, I can only compare them to Dynasty Warriors, because that's what they look like to me. Or something like Hyrule Warriors or whatever. I feel like so many games are just getting these. It's really odd. But, I will say... Phantom Strikers actually does look pretty good. It looks pretty good. It looks like there's a really good story connected to it. That it's actually almost a sequel to Persona 5. Hell, they're even introducing an entirely new Persona user to the group. Looks like you're at it again. How's it going? Here, I'll have a sip. This taste... It must be Colombian Narino.
Let me explain.
The high-altitude, rainy climate and soil of the Colombian mountains creates a strong foundation for their high-quality coffee. Narino coffee has a creamy, viscous body that coats the mouth with fruity and nutty flavors. The flavor profile is bland. You should practice more to bring out the roast's full potential. Although I see you are preparing the cup the way I taught you, I'll acknowledge your hard work. Still have a lot to learn in coffee and in life. Be patient.
Well then.
Yeah, like I was saying, from everything I've been able to tell, people have been saying the story is really cool. It really does feel like a sequel to Persona 5. So, you know, I'm heavily interested in the game. The problem is, I still don't know when it's coming out to the West.
Hey!
And it's frustrating me a little bit because I want it to come to the West already. I really don't care. It's all just... Yeah, it's all just general world-building news. It's not super important. Jesus, I thought those update files already installed. Sorry, guys. Oh yeah, you've got exams starting on Wednesday. Don't tell me you forgot. Anyway, today we'll be talking about The Tale of the Bamboo Cutter. Most theorize it's the oldest story in Japan. For some, it's the oldest science fiction story in the world. But if you ask me, it's the oldest story in Japan about a terrible woman. I mean, Princess Kaguya gives her suitors absurd tasks, demands fancy gifts, then runs off to the moon. Some men lose their fortunes, some are humiliated, and some even get serious wounds or go blind. Women like Princess Kaguya actually show up in a lot of stories from around the world. Now then, Kurusu-kun.
Do you know the answer?
What do people generally call a woman who has a charm that sometimes leads men to their doom? That would be a femme fatale.
Exactly.
That's right. The answer is femme fatale. Literally translated, it means fatal woman. Some famous examples are the witch Morgane Le Fay from Arthurian legend and Queen Salome from the Bible. Not to mention the wild seductive dancer of opera Carmen. Oh, he actually knew that. Maybe I should ask if I can borrow his notes.
Nice going.
Wow, you must be really smart to be able to answer a question like that. Blah, blah, blah. This just boosts knowledge, I do believe. Yes, it is. Let me just warn you that exams aren't so easy that you can pass them with a single night of cramming. Take your time and make sure you understand the material. Yeah, you hurt her, must be rough being a student. Well, you have nothing to lose from studying, give it your all. And frankly, that's what we're going to do for the next couple days. Try and boost that knowledge stat.
Posts are any good. Everyone's just bitching about their parents or their boyfriends. There ain't even a hint about a new palace.
We can't get everything online. Finding a post with a name and location is asking a lot.
Guess we just gotta find one ourselves then.
Are you seriously suggesting we look for a target that even the police have overlooked?
Yeah, you're right. We should probably just hold off till exams are done with, huh? We can wait and see for a little longer, then worry about coming up empty-handed if it happens.
Oh,
This place is off limits, you know.
We'll get out of here once we're done chatting. Anyways, what's Miss Council President want with us?
The troublemaker, the girl of rumor, and the infamous transfer student. Interesting combination.
great way to start a conversation.
By the way, it seems as though you got to know Mr. Kamoshida pretty well.
Yeah, somewhat.
Anyone who attends this school would have interacted with him, whether they liked it or not.
I heard Mr. Kamoshida used a volleyball team member to spread details of your past record. Don't you hate him? Mr. Kamoshida, I mean.
What's all this about? My friend here's an upstanding guy.
I don't mean to offend. Many students have been shaken up by what happened with Mr. Kamoshida. The rumors about that odd calling card-esque posting aren't going away either.
I didn't expect someone like you would care about that tactless stuff, Nijima-senpai.
I don't know that it was tactless. Anyways, we done here? We can't leave if you keep talking to us.
At least try to understand my position. Being forced to deal with this horseplay.
Horseplay?
Ah yes, by the way. It's been decided that this place will be closed off due to the incident. I heard some people are coming up here without permission, after all. I'm sorry to have interrupted you.
What was that about?
She's onto us. That girl seems rather sharp. We should be cautious of her.
She really pisses me off.
Be careful.
Yeah, talk about a pain in the ass.
That reminds me, study hard. Especially you, Ryuji. There are bound to be traps that will need to be solved with brains. Keep in mind that everything you do in your daily lives has an impact on your abilities.
True. Studying won't be so bad if we just think of it as helping us prepare to be phantom thieves.
I guess you got a point. But man, it's just so lame. I was all fired up about helping people, not about studying.
Well, I do have somewhere interesting to show you beforehand. You guys did originally promise to help me out with my mission after all.
Huh? Mission?
Follow me.
What are you bringing us here for?
Just do as I told you.
Why are you sitting on the ground?
Alright, I've got the Phantom Aficionado website up. Now what?
Look for a post with a full name in it.
I already said there's no info on any big shots, don't you remember? But man, people actually go put someone's real name on here. That's some scary shit.
You won't listen to what I say. No, wait. There's no name on this one.
Someone's bad-mouthing me in online chat rooms. This one's got a name.
Ignore those. Aren't there any posts about more serious trouble?
I don't know what to do about my ex who's stalking me. His name is Natsuhiko Nakanohara. It says he's a teller at City Hall.
A government worker stalking someone?
That should be a suitable target. Alright. Now get the meta-nav ready.
We're just gonna jump right into a palace? Fine by me.
Hey! What happened to all that talk of unanimous decision? What do you think we should do?
Yeah, let's go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay then, let's go.
We need
Did
a
not
name
take
and a
much
place,
to
right?
convince her.
So the name is...
Actually, we don't need a location this time. Just enter exactly what I say. The key word is... Mementos.
Huh? What are you trying to pull?
Just listen to me. It should work. I think.
Ah, jeez. That again? Mementos, was it?
Would I be the only one who'd ask the cat how the hell to spell that?
Candidate found.
We got a hit?
Just as I thought.
Everyone disappeared. kind of feels like I'm walking on air.
Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. Sorry.
Is this that Nakanohara guy's palace?
That's half right, but half wrong. This is a type of palace, but it's different from the normal ones. Come on, let's head down. The shadows here lurk underground. I don't quite understand why. It may be because they're drawn to something.
Underground? How are we going to get there?
How? You use it every day on your way to school. Follow me.
Wait up, Cat!
Oh shit, sorry.
The hell is this place? Wait, are clothes changed?
The shadows know we're here?
Since the moment we stepped in,
You should have told.
we're still safe right here. I've come to investigate a number of times. Shadows never come up to this floor, but it's a different story once you go down. This place is simply teeming with them.
More importantly, what is this Mementos? It's about time you start explaining.
Mementos is everyone's palace.
Huh? What do you mean, everyone's?
A palace as grand as the previous castle only forms when a person's wishes are extremely distorted. So instead of many individual palaces, the general public has one gigantic shared palace.
It's basically a spot of kind of a gathered or group cognition, so to speak.
That's where we are now. Mementos.
Now that you mention it, this place feels a bit different from Kamoshida's palace.
When you say shared, you mean they're all put together? Even though they're just strangers?
Think of it as the collective unconscious. No, never mind. You wouldn't understand that.
So what you're saying is, using this place, we can even change the hearts of people who don't have a palace?
Correct. The steps to do so are slightly different, though.
But this place looks pretty huge. Are we gonna be able to get around just by walking?
It seems the time has finally come. Morgana! Transform! Come now, Panther. Ladies first.
A car?
No way!
This might be the single dumbest thing in this entire game, and I love it.
Training. It's not dissimilar to how you guys transform.
You turn it into a car is totally different than our clothes changing.
For some reason, cats turning into buses is an extremely widespread cognition among the general public.
Why a bus, though?
No idea.
Because otherwise, how would we fit the entire team in there?
Wait, why didn't you do this at the castle?
I would have if I could, but that castle was cramped. There were tons of stairs, and no way this fits on top of a chandelier.
Hey, Skull! Ladies first!
Hey, stop pulling me! Oh, that's dangerous!
Panther, please be gentle!
All aboard! Let's go!
Why are you all just sitting back there? I'm a car, remember? I'm not going anywhere unless someone drives me.
You can't drive yourself?
Do you know how to drive?
Yeah, I've driven in a game.
That's a bit worrying, but I'll let you handle it. I don't even have that experience to lean on.
You're probably more skilled than I am, too.
All right then, we'll leave the driving to you.
Now start the engine. You can't drive if it's not running.
Ah, jeez, what a pain. Where's the key to this thing?
Why would you need a key? There's a switch just down next to the steering wheel. That tickles. Oh, there! That feels so good.
I'm very uncomfortable with this.
Is that purring I hear? Oh, what a creepy-ass car.
Don't underestimate my meowdery engine. We're going full throttle. It's time to fly!
Alright, I've mentioned in the past how I'm going to be handling Mementos.
Whoa.
Oh, sorry, I have to read, apparently. Man, this place totally feels like a palace. Yeah, I guess it'd be strange driving on the tracks like this in the real world. Anyway, Nakanohara is somewhere in here, right? Most likely in a segment of his own creation. Don't worry, it won't be the size of a palace. Our next step is to find an entrance to that segment.
And again.
And what's this entrance going to look like? I have no idea, but pretty strong distortions should be a pretty obvious visual clue. So we just gotta go wandering around for it then? What a goddamn pain in the ass. So basically, Mementos works as, for anyone who doesn't know, and again, this game's been out for a while, so again, people probably should, but either way. Mementos is built... Oh, god damn it, I'm trying to remember what these guys' weakness is. Let's just mess around and see if we can find it. Mementos, to me, is very reminiscent of what Tartarus was in Persona 3. It's basically a procedurally generated dungeon, you know, that just keeps going and going and going. There are certain, you know, like roadblocks that we can only get through defeating the next palace. Lend me your power. Then let's talk. Once me understand you, me lend you my power. Human, you dumb, this territory ours. Why you keep trampling here, what you humans thinking? I haven't thought about it. Your instincts take over and you no think what you doing. You, me, am like that too. Me having a hard time to accept that human like you is more stronger than me. Me guessing you have power that me not have, but what is it? My intelligence. Yes, humans are resourceful, me not sure why, but you not seem like stranger to me. Me remember now. Me am not a shadow that belongs here. Me exist in the sea of human souls. Me am slime. My power is your power. Use it how you want. Thank God I can stop reading like that. But no, like I was saying, this area is kind of like Tartarus. You know, there are certain roadblocks that keep us from progressing until we complete the next segment of the story. But other than that, each floor is still procedurally generated.
Okay.
Or randomly generated, I guess would be a better term. Because if I start from the top again, every floor will always be different each time you go to it. The floor is randomly generated. I guess that's a better way to put it. And then you'll also find these like little side missions of these like smaller people that we can change the hearts of. That seems to be Nakanohara's shadow. Let me see. Some front desk guy at City Hall became a stalker, right? I don't know how much evil he's done, but we have to do something if he's bothering other people. Alright, we'll go talk to him.
Who are you?
Are you that stalker? Haven't you ever stopped to consider how your ex feels?
She's my property. I can do whatever I want with her.
Yeah, you're not making your case, dude.
Like a plaything. What's wrong with me doing the same?
You can't treat someone like shit just because they did it to you. What a load of crap. We're gonna change the hearts of all the bastards like you.
There are millions of people far worse than me. What about Madarame? He stole everything from me, but you're letting him off the hook?
Madarame? What the hell's this guy going on about?
Get ready. Here he comes.
So basically, like I was saying, there's all these, you know, we pick up little side missions throughout the game. You know, I'll kind of show those as we go on through this game. Now that I finally have what's rightfully mine, I'm not going to let you take it away. Look, this is the winner takes all world. Come fight me. Blah, blah, blah. Basically, this just activates little mini-bosses. Let's get the highest magic in my group.
Go down!
So, I've been trying to figure out exactly how I was going to handle Mementos in this playthrough, because I use it as a place to basically gain pick up treasure. It's a place to train up your characters and everything. So I do a lot of, basically I have a rule, you know, like I fully explore every floor before I move on to the next one. so on and so forth. And I just figured, man, that just wouldn't make for a lot of content, because or make for some great content, because a lot of times it's just level grinding and, like I said, finding equipment and items and everything. So my basic plan is to show you guys, you know, the little mini bosses, the actual important moments. Oh, that's not good. You know, the important moments that happen within, do I have any? Yeah, I got a couple. Couple revival.
Screwed that up. Persona!
We're on the ground! Nice going, Storm!
Sorry, I get distracted. Basically what I'm saying is, after this first little foray into,
Persona!
into Mementos, I'm pretty much just going to show you guys the important stuff.
Calm down. Using it.
Joker! Are you okay? Time for my...
Ah. So yeah, that's my plan for how we're gonna handle Mementos.
Look now!
Captain Kidd!
We're on the ground! Nice going, Storm! Finish him!
Slam! All right, level up.
I feel even stronger. My max HP and SP went up. I can now create personas up to level 12. Oh, this is also a great place to, you know, find new personas and everything. I was wrong. Please forgive me. That evil teacher used me, then threw me out on the street. That's what caused my fixation on her. Evil teacher. Huh? Could it be that Madarame guy he was talking about earlier? Yeah, I just didn't want anyone to throw me out again. So some selfish bastard was making you suffer too? Still, you shouldn't have dragged an unrelated woman into your mess. Yes, I know that now. I'll put an end to my love for her. Hey, you can change people's hearts, right? In that case, won't you change Madarame's heart before more people fall victim to him? Change Madarame's heart. And what's this shining thing? It's the bud of a treasure. Had we left it be, it very well may have blossomed into a palace. Joker, this will make a perfect reward. Attachment pearl. So, Nakanohara had a change of heart, right? Most likely. But how are we supposed to know if we succeeded? The lady posted the dude's name online. If he really does change, she'll probably comment again. You do have a point. Either way, training against shadows down here is the best. It's a great prep for our next target. It's also nice to be able to give courage to people who post their problems online. On top of that, we can sell whatever treasure we get for some cold hard cash.
Dude.
Sounds like things are going pretty great for us. Alright, we did it. Hold on, there's somewhere I want to show you guys before we leave. What, there's more? Don't worry, it won't take long.
Well then.
Yeah, we gotta leave first. So, like I said, I'm gonna pretty much just play through this entire first bit for, again, in the event you haven't seen this game, played this game, whatever. So we'll just chunk through this first little bit of Mementos. Wait, you've been here before, right? Don't you got, like, a map or something? That would hold no meaning in this place. The layout changes every time you enter.
Real?
Wait, so our path changes too? This place has fused cognition of a countless number of people. It's constantly shifting. Even so, our destination should be pretty close. I'm counting on you, Joker. So again, this is probably the cool thing to me about Mementos. Again, it reminds me so much of Tartarus from Persona 3. Which, kind of looking back on it, I really did like Tartarus.
Now's our chance to strike! Go! Looking cool, Joker!
Go!
It's not over yet! Zoro, show your might! It's almost scary how good I am.
God damn, I love Baton Pass.
You're
Just
so
stay
gorgeous,
there.
Panther.
But yeah, I mean, I've always considered, like, the palaces and everything in this game. I've kind of thought it's it's the perfect fusion of the dungeons from Persona 3 and Persona 4.
Okay.
Because the palaces are similar to the individual areas of the Midnight Channel that we saw in Persona 4, but Mementos is very similar to Tartarus from Persona 3. I'm not saying which one was better, Persona 3, Persona 4. I mean, they both have their own style. Although I have had a hankering to go back and play 3. I've just got to set up my I've just got to set my PS2 up.
Go down.
I've also got to get a converter so I can switch the input cables from my come on, Brain, from my PS2 into an HDMI.
Let's do this! Dance, Carmen! Okay, let's smash! You're so gorgeous, Panther. Another baton pass! Zoro! One more! This is it! Time for some bloodshed! This'll end it! Clean up complete!
Okay.
Good work. Keep it up.
Okay. Now you're kind of seeing why I... What was I saying? Now you're kind of seeing why I'm trying to cut back a little bit on what all I'm going to show in Mementos.
Hey!
The trains are totally running. Of course they are. We're in the subway, you know? Yeah, but I thought this was a palace. Then maybe this is how the public views this place. I don't know. People go through this darkness every day. Forget that. You sure we're cool running around on these tracks? It should be fine as long as we're not on the same ones. Words. I think. I'm no train expert. You've got to be kidding me. Anyway, let's head to the lower area. It should be right after we go down that escalator. No, I mean, if you saw, you know, basically how I handle those floors, I go after every, I go after every shadow, every item, every, you know. It's like I said, I feel like it would just be repetitive and it wouldn't make for great content. What is this place? It's kind of creepy. And a dead end at that. Why does it even exist? Now hold on, just watch. This is most likely not an ordinary wall. My hunch is correct. Huh? It opened. A new area has been confirmed in the depths updating guidance information.
Nice.
See, it's just as I thought. What do you mean? That wall wouldn't budge when I came here by myself. But it'd be weird for the deepest parts of Mementos to be some normal place like this, wouldn't it?
I see.
So we're thinking there's got to be more. Yeah, now that Kamoshida's palace is gone and people are actually starting to talk about us, I knew something had to have changed down here. How deep is it? Should we try going further?
No.
Let's not. That's not why we're here today, remember? We've actually accomplished our goal. We should head back, and I'll explain more once we're home.
Mementos, huh? Still don't really get that place. Oh, and what was that wall thing we saw at the end?
I'm not entirely sure, but it blocked us from going in past a certain depth. If Mementos is the public's palace, though, it might be affected by the general public's belief in us.
Why do you know so much about it, Morgana?
My memories are a little foggy in that regard. However, I need to know what lies in the depths of Mementos, no matter what.
No matter what?
Mementos is not just everyone's palace. It's the source of all palaces. It used to be that palaces like Kamoshida's with one ruler simply didn't exist. So if we can do something about the greatest cause of distortions, I'm certain my appearance will...
You wanted someone to save you, too.
I just needed pawns.
I see. So that's why you came poking your nose around with us.
I'll help you. I hope you can regain what you've lost.
I'll be relying on you guys.
By the way, Morgana, are you a boy? Or might you be a girl?
Could it be a car?
That is a possibility.
I wish I could deny it, but I just can't be sure.
Why not? In any case, of course I'm male. I mean,
What is it?
no, it's nothing. We're done talking about that. Anyway, we now know that we can perform minor changes of heart in Mementos. If we come across any eye-catching leads, it may be worth dealing with them for a bit of combat practice.
There weren't any other outstanding ones, though.
I bet we'll get tons of them if we can change someone famous and make the Phantom Thieves well known. The big fish are our main targets, after all.
First, you need to find a way to get through your exams.
I gotta study.
You can now go to Mementos. This is where you will change the hearts of petty criminals who do not have their own palaces. For now, be patient until the next target appears. Dun dun dun. Man, that Nakanohara guy was a piece of cake. If we take down some kind of big target next, we're totally gonna get famous. Hey, we're trying to help people, not get famous. But if people don't know who we are, how are we gonna give them any courage? Yeah, he is right. See? I don't think that you're necessarily wrong, but should we really be doing this all if we don't have a reason, like with Kamoshida? You mean we shouldn't be sticking our noses into other people's business? I don't know, man. If someone's in trouble, it's only natural to want to help them out. I mean, I agree with that, and I guess I was glad we were able to solve the stalker case. Plus, what good are our personas if we don't use them for good? Don't you agree, Akira? Definitely. Yeah, you're right. We don't got much time to be arguing over this. That Madarame guy bothers me. Yeah, but no getting carried away with, you understand. And don't do anything to stand out, like fail all your exams. Ah, crap, speaking of that, I haven't studied at all. Is it Ryuji? Did he mention anything about Mementos? If there's anything you want to know, I can tell you. Alright, well, next video we should have the introduction to the Madarame arc and exams. The only reason I'm closing now instead of kind of pushing through is just because I feel, well... I feel that if we move on to the beginning of the Madarame arc, I'm trying to think if there's a time that I can save and... No, I'll be safe and end now instead of pushing through and maybe just accidentally starting the Madarame arc without a chance to kind of stop, and this ends up being a 2-hour video. So I want to say, as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Facebook, Twitter, the website, minds.com. Links to stuff is down in the description below. Like, comment, you're not already. Please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned more next time. Until then, my name's AJ Gels. This is Thumbtack Gaming Channel. I'm out.